Hey, church family, Happy New Year. I'm excited. It's a new year, it's a new opportunity, it's a fresh start, and we need those in our lives. And so these milestones, these thresholds where we can kind of move out of one thing into a new thing and differentiate the two and say, well, that's the old, this is the new, and so this is the new year, new me, right? And so I love those opportunities. The new year is the best version of that, where we can kind of look at the prospect of a new year, fresh start, clean slate, and just endless possibilities and opportunities. So as a church family, we're taking advantage of this time, and we're actually going to be presenting, and we have already presented to some degree, a new focus for a new year. And this focus, this emphasis will carry us throughout the entire year. This is not just something we're slapping on the beginning of a new year, but it's an emphasis that we want to carry throughout the entire year. And I do believe that the focus, the emphasis, the priority is from the heart of God for us today. And then I slapped a silly, goofy name onto it to make it memorable and fun. But keep that in mind. Idea from God, stupid name from Chris. And so we're calling this 23 and we. Silly, but it's memorable, and you're not going to forget it. And so the focus, the emphasis is moving beyond just ourselves, our own worlds, and involving ourselves into a bigger category of we, involved in each other's lives, prioritizing we even over just me. If you're like me, I have made some resolutions this new year. I usually make one or two. And in all my resolutions, pretty much without any exception, throughout the years, first of all, I've failed and dropped, but they've all been about me. And resolutions tend to be about ourselves. And so how we eat, what we do, what we don't do, learning a new skill, a new hobby, all that stuff, which is all good, which is all fantastic. And I encourage all of that. And again, I'm doing that myself. But I do think it's important to move beyond just that. We're not created just to live in our lives, but to live out our lives and to share life and to do life. And part of one of the biggest characteristics of being a believer is being interconnected with other believers. We are the body of Christ. And so somewhere along the way, Christianity has become, like everything else, a solo sport, a solo endeavor. It's my career, my family, my stuff, my job, my hobbies, my faith. And that's not exactly accurate at all, really. In the life of Christ demonstrates my life for you kind of existence. And so what we're prioritizing is moving past the cultural norms and the standard operating procedure of this world into a different place where we are actually sharing life together and prioritizing we even over just me. And so the way that I wanted to start this off in our groups and this conversation, which we'll be having for the next several months, I wanted to kind of start this off with this question. How do we get involved in each other's life on a consistent basis? How do we involve ourselves in each other's lives? And of course, that's family, that's career, but also faith, our faith life and our walk with God and talking about what we're learning and what God's showing us. The Bible talks about the fact that we're supposed to build each other up in love, and the body builds itself up in love. And so part of that sharing faith and sharing burdens and encouraging and supporting and being involved in each other's life. The question is, how can we do that on a consistent basis? How can we share life on a consistent basis? And so when I was a kid, doing life with friends was easy, and you spent 24/7 together. And then if you didn't want to go home, you just spend the night and stay together for the whole weekend, and you're always around each other. As you get older, it gets a little bit different. Then you start becoming your own little kind of bubble, and you have your own little microcosm, and we don't move past that a lot. And I really believe the family of faith is about moving beyond that and being more concentric circles that overlap and connect, and where we can actually inspire each other, encourage each other, and support each other. And so talk about that in your groups. How can we practically be involved and be there and present in each other's life on a consistent basis to help inspire each other to move forward, to grow, to become who it is that God's called us to be. And so I love you. I'm excited about this new year. Have a great time in your groups, and I'll see you soon. Bye.